Hang in there, Lady Rhea.
Get her to her room, quickly!
That's a serious injury. It's a miracle that she's even alive right now. I'll do what I can, but...
Goddess, please save Lady Rhea. All we can do now is pray.
Remember when this place was taken 5 years ago and a pure white beast appeared on the battlefield? I only caught a glimpse of it, but I didn't understand where it came from. There were rumors that the goddess sent it to protect the monastery. But now I know better. That beast was Rhea.
That still technically falls under the same realm of sent to protect the monastery by the goddess.
Did you know Rhea's true identity?
I guess I did see her transform into a dragon a couple of years ago, but never came up a conversation.
I once showed you a picture of a creature known as the Immaculate One. Sedith confiscated it, saying it must have been one of Tomas's personal possessions. The beast that appeared back then looked just like it. So Rhea is the Immaculate One. The book said that it was a servant of the goddess, but wouldn't it make sense if beasts like that are actually children of the goddess? Rhea is in a grim state right now. It's possible she may not make it, but we have things we must ask her about. Once things calm down a little, let's go and see Rhea. Together. The truth can't be delayed any longer.
Part 2. Verdant Wind. Verdant Rain Moon. Fodlan's New Dawn. With the destruction of Shambhala, the ambitions of those who slither in the dark are forever shattered. However, Rhea has suffered grievous injuries in the process. Yet, certain mysteries remain unsolved, so Claude and the others approach Rhea, who is now confined to her room due to her wounds.
No, it's not a whole other fucking month, right?
I am happy to see you too.
Sorry to interrupt your rest, but there are some things that we absolutely must ask you.
It seems I do not have much time left. I do not intend to hide anything any longer.
Rhea, I have to ask, you're the Immaculate One, aren't you? If what I'm thinking is correct, that's what the children of the goddess is referring to. In other words, you...
I am the last child of the progenitor god. A long time ago, the progenitor god came from somewhere far away and descended upon this continent. She changed her form to resemble that of a human and gave her own blood to birth her children. The progenitor god and her children shared knowledge and skills with the people of the land. Together, they built a prosperous civilization. But the humans turned their backs on the teachings of the progenitor god and engaged in senseless wars. Eventually, people began to think of themselves as gods and challenged the progenitor god herself to battle. The land was scorched in the war that ensued, and the majority of humans were annihilated. I believe that those who slither in the dark are the descendants of those who retreated beneath the ground during that time.
So they'd been waiting all that time for their chance at revenge.
It took the progenitor god an astonishing amount of time to revive the ravaged world. But eventually, the continent found peace again, and the progenitor god, having fulfilled her duty, fell into a long slumber in the Holy Tomb. The children who stayed behind built a settlement in Xanadu to protect the Holy Tomb as they quietly lived out their lives. But then, Nemesis appeared, bringing tragedy along with him. Even now, I cannot forget the sight of that massive canyon painted red with blood. I was never able to forgive those who proudly wielded weapons crafted from the corpses of my brethren. I was the only survivor of Xanadu, and all I could do was wander across Fodlan, clinging to my desperate desire for revenge. I called myself Seros, fostered the founding of the Empire, and prepared to oppose Nemesis and his followers.
Unbelievable.
I put Xanadu behind me to gather the remaining children who were scattered across Fodlan. Finally, we killed Nemesis on the Tailtean Plains, and I took back the Sword of the Creator.
Let me get this straight. Saint Seros is you? You're kidding me, right?
Professor, Claude, there's something you need to hear right away.
If you have something to report, do so at once. There is no need to let my presence worry you.
As you wish. We're receiving a constant stream of express messengers from cities to the east. They claim that an unidentified military force is attacking, and that there have already been a large number of casualties.
What?
The reports indicate that the cities and towns along the East Gronder thoroughfare in the Old Rim territory have already been destroyed. Some villages were razed completely, leaving no survivors.
Damn it! Did they come from Shambhala? Could it be that there were some remnants of that wicked group hiding there?
I have a report. The unidentified military force has crossed the Great Bridge of Murden. Alliance forces met them in battle, but it seems they have already broken through.
They've already made it so far. Is Count Gloucester unharmed?
The Count is fine, but apparently my brother joined with reinforcements and was gravely injured.
Do you mean to tell me they easily got past a general as skilled as Holst?
They say the enemy general has a weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. Even my brother was powerless to stop him.
You don't think?
That's not possible.
The enemy forces are flying a banner bearing the crest of flames as they continue their march west along the Aramid River.
We believe they're marching toward Garreg Mach. We are preparing to meet them in battle.
A weapon that resembles the Sword of the Creator. And banner bearing the crest of flames. There is only one explanation. The one leading the enemy force is Nemesis himself.
Nemesis? That Nemesis? Do you really think the ancient king of liberation has been brought back to life?
Perhaps the seal was broken when Shambhala fell. An incredible power that we children cannot hope to match dwells within the blood of the progenitor god. Nemesis obtained that blood, so it would not surprise me if that were the case.
The blood of the progenitor god. That's right. He did take the remains from the Holy Tomb, didn't he?
From the blood of the progenitor god, Sothis, he acquired the crest of flames. From her bones and heart, he crafted the Sword of the Creator.
The Sword of the Creator is made from her bones and heart?
The heart of Sothis is the crest stone that was placed in the Sword of the Creator. The same is true of the crests of the 10 elites and the other crest stones. They were born of the blood and hearts of the progenitor god's children. Those who slither in the dark created them, stole them. Sothis never gifted that power to the humans.
The crests of the 10 elites, the crest stones, and the heroes' relics. I can't believe those who slither in the dark made them all. And after that, Nemesis used the Sword of the Creator to massacre all of the progenitor god's children in Xanadu. In other words, the citizens of Xanadu were killed by weapons made from the remains of their brethren. How atrocious. But I don't get it. The Sword of the Creator that Teach wields doesn't have a crest stone. So how is Teach able to wield its full power?
The crest stone of the progenitor god dwells within your professor. After I battled with Nemesis as Saint Seros, I reclaimed the heart of Sothis. I wanted to use that heart to resurrect her, even though I had to do some questionable things to achieve that goal. I wished to see Sothis, my mother, once more.
That's why I have a talking girl in my head.
Yes. I believed that if I could resurrect my mother, I could regain all that had been lost.
So, that's the truth of it.
I suspected that your body housed the consciousness of Sothis. Those suspicions were correct. And yet, she merely gave you her power and vanished. My dearest wish did not come true. But you did inherit the power of the progenitor god. Now, you must use that power to defeat Nemesis once and for all. Fodlan's blood-stained history must end.
So I take it this is the last month of the game. Counterattack the mysterious army. If this game had, like, not just one story battle a month, I could actually see this thing actually being dragged out a bit more. But not in a repetitive way, honestly. While I do enjoy the one-a-month story fight in the means of I can raise students more, I hate it in that you have to wait so long and do so much busy work until you can progress the story. If instead of just those cutscenes, we got, like, Nemesis breaking out of the chains. We hear about an army uprising. We go there to see the aftermath, and we see just a bit of it. After that, we catch up with them, join him, the other guy that, like, is a good leader, good general, and we see that he is powerless. Someone that we've, like, had a good fight with in another map, and actually can tell that he is strong. And then at the end of it, when we realize he's going to Garrick Lock and we have to do a final stand, do we actually get to see Nemesis? At least that would be some build-up. Right now, it actually is. He's the 12th hour boss. He's the 12th hour boss, and I don't even know if he's gonna be as memorable as Armstrong. But let's see. Because if anything, I am proof that this guy lives on, if only because of the soundtrack. It's what I picked this entire route for. To understand the context of why God Shattering Star plays as the final song. And knowing Sothis and all that makes a bit more sense. Then fringing, and then fighting at 5% is solving the real problem. What about the other 5%, Angelo? That's 95 only. Actually, I don't have to buy anything anymore. This is about to be the end.
Right.
What? Oh, no, not you. Not you. This. We fought Grunja already. The last 5% of miscommunication. That or the death of the innocent. One or the other. I guess let's do whatever sports we want.
This is delicious. Eating.
Did I force it into an ending with the Wayseer? I forced Bernie and Yuri. Partly because I was informed that DLC characters have a low priority in the matchmaking thing. So I made sure that the one ending that we got that is requested that involves a DLC character is the one that's forced, so nothing else can take priority over it. Besides that, Ignatz can get another event with Leone, so let's see that.
Hey, Ignatz. Drawing again?
I am. I suppose that's rather irresponsible, as we're in the midst of a war. But ever since we last spoke, I felt keen to pursue my artistic aspirations.
Like I said, it's your calling. Don't feel bad about it.
All right, I'll try to embrace it. And you, are you practicing archery today?
More just double-checking this bowstring. I want to make sure it's ready for the next battle.
Okay. Well, let's both do our best.
That's the spirit. Does that mean you finally accepted that you're an artist?
I'll try to discuss it with my parents after the war. There's little demand for knights in peacetime. In fact, painting might be a more reliable way for me to support my family. I'll try to persuade them with arguments along those lines.
Good point. I'm glad you've got some confidence.
Come to think of it, Leone, what will you do when the war's over?
Me? I'm going to become a top-tier mercenary.
A mercenary in peacetime?
Even after the war's over, there'll be plenty of work for me to do before peace really takes hold. I'll pay what I owe my village back, with interest. After that, I don't know. Never thought about it.
I'm sure you can do whatever you put your mind to.
Hardly. Lots of options just don't suit me. I mean, could you imagine me as a songstress? But yeah, I don't know. Once I've paid off my debts, I guess I'll just have to find something new.
I don't think there's any rush. You can travel and relax, and think about it.
Travel, huh? There's an idea. Want to come with?
Huh? Me?
Sure. You were really excited about different styles across the world, weren't you? Don't you want more of that? Maybe even see the sky in a new shade.
Yes, I suppose I do. I'd like to see the whole world.
If your parents object, we'll just say I kidnapped you. Actually, feel free to say that even if you go alone.
Oh no, I want us to see the world together. Your presence makes every landscape more beautiful.
Hey, hold on. What's this all of a sudden?
Oh, that's not what I meant.
You're hilarious, Ignatz. There's never a dull moment with you around.
Alice is marrying Claude, right? Nope. But Alice is gonna go for Dorothea, because I at least like her character quite a bit. But aside of that, it's kind of just whatever lands. Whoever gets to, because I did not know that A rank meant that's now romance. I was used to the older Fire Emblem games where S rank was tie the knot, they are an ending now, especially for the child characters. That's what I was going under. And I couldn't see an S aside from certain units, so I thought, oh, hey, maybe there are forced pairings? That's weird, but okay. But no, it turns out those S's are just for the main character. Everyone else only goes up to A rank. Another part of me wanted to say that the S ranks might have been time skip related. Because if based on the route you would pick and who you recruited and not, certain ones would not be possible, so why show them? And that just greatly confused me and disappointed me when I learned it.
That reminds me.
Why straight up downgrade such simple function? Maybe they want to streamline it. Not exactly a downgrade, but make it much more simple. Simple doesn't exactly mean better. It's just a system now. And also, without child units, as far as I'm aware, there'd be no reason to show a definite
Hello
sort
there.
of
Return soon, please.
like guaranteed you get this thing now. I can understand that.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
That reminds me.
Welcome. Come back soon. Hey there.
It also allows for platonic ambiguous paired endings. True. Alright, pretty much anything that can be fixed can now be done. I don't know which endings are, but I assume as much. S means romance. A allows for more wiggle room. I mean, that's assuming you've come from other Fire Emblem games. Let's say someone played this for the first time. For all they know, A is the end, and they see S and they wonder what's beyond that. Whereas showing S from the get-go,
There you go.
I feel would better convey that is the end of any social thing. For all I know, there's not even romance whatsoever. You can get multiple A ranks, yes, but as far as I'm aware, only one of those is the romance. Everything else is up in the wind, and you don't get to pick which ones are romance.
Is this it? There you go.
Seven Swords fine. That's honestly fine, I think. The Iron Bow's still good. That's where I'm gonna touch
Is
a little
this
bit. And then we're done with smithing stones.
There you go. Come back
Force
anytime.
go beyond AA+. Alright then, let's see. Which one of these is higher? Is there any visual representation of what is an A and A+ then? Let's use Hilda as an example because I am curious. Claude. So she'll go with Claude. But Lysithea has Claude as well, so what happens there? They have the exact same ones back to back, Claude, Raphael, and then me. So she is Claude, Raphael, Marianne. How can I do it if I want, say, her to get Raphael and her to get Claude? How do I ensure that then? Without DLC. And that's, I feel, what Angela's sort of getting at. Is that you can get all of them to A, sure, but the inability to choose is what does it. Because someone like me who did not know that A was the end-all, be-all right there is kind of what's doing it. For example, Leone. I only wanted to pair Leone with Ignatz, but we decided that very late in the run, so we just had an archer unit going, and that was Leone and Claude. How do I know who Claude is gonna pick? And what that does the entire chain? What order does the game decide pairings? Is there any way to influence that? Is there any way to change it? And that's kind of what I feel the old system did better. It gave the player agency to, like, all right, we are at A, S is the end, do not go for S. Whereas this is like, you've reached A. What does that mean now? As that maximum points and anything above that is toward couples? No, A is the couple. And you only get one ending per character. So that means, let's say if two girls have A's and they get go off adventuring and having friends and being friends. That technically would mean that both those girls can no longer have a romance and they are locked out of the ending. And the guys have to go through their own thing as well. I just get what A rank per character. Understandable. But for someone that does not know that system exists, that does not know that's how you plan it, it can feel rough. They just think, oh, those characters have a cute ending. They make a good couple. Let's ship them. No, it ain't gonna happen. Why? No clue. Also, I love these stairs. The game will only load the audio for the next area once you get at the top step, and when you get to the bottom step right here, will it load the audio for the shop. If you stay on the stairs, there's just no audio whatsoever. The stairs of silence.
Professor?
What do you got to report?
Professor, I just have to say thanks. For everything. I'm on high alert today, so don't you worry about a thing.
You're not Luna Amethyst. Don't worry about it. I don't want to say anyone is stupid or anything like that just because they don't see things the way people do anymore. When I was briefly as a QA tester for our game, I was one of the ones that advocated a lot for the new player experience. Granted, I was a veteran in the game, and so were several others on the team. The company had got a lot of the veteran players to help them balance the game, and it was very hard for people to understand new player experiences. Someone who does not know anything, assume they are game illiterate on terminology, on exploding red barrels for shooters, on racing lingo, on any genre of any game. Always try to assume that the player is the first one to experience it, and you can design things around that to make it easier. The veterans will appreciate it all the time around because it's just makes it easier for them. But the new players will see it in a whole different way because it's the transparency in the mechanics that is very hard to appreciate unless you are in that same position. This isn't a big deal in the game, so it doesn't concern me. And that's another valid reason, honestly. But for a game that highlights social connections between characters, that incentivizes it mechanically, with two characters being together, giving themselves boosted hit, avoid, attack, whatever it is, to then, in those dialogues between them, show friendship, show growth, show romance.
This mysterious military force approaching Garrick Mach. Is it true that Nemesis is with them?
To show all that, and then just in the credits say, because you spent one more combat moment, just one more attack with another character, they're gonna ditch the other character's romantic subplot, everything like that, and just say, oh yeah, they ventured off in this person. Then the other person, because they weren't paired with anyone else, let's say, or they were on the bottom of the chain of what the game decides, gets the neutral ending where they just lived alone and died alone. Most games aren't like that. Possible, but I don't know that. How could I know that? It's the first time playing this game.
It was Nemesis who led the 10 elites against St. Saros. It's the stuff of legend. But this time, he won't have the 10 elites on his side, right? He won't, right?
Yeah.
Like, the only reason I know about the S rank stuff is because I've played other Fire Emblem games, and for that I understand the satisfaction, if you want to call it that, of getting an ending with two characters that are just a cute couple, good friends, or whatever you want to say. And to know they lowered it and didn't inform the player in any way about it, it feels like it's one of the scenarios that I sort of hate the most in games of mess up one time so that way you can do it right the next time, when there should be little reason that requires failure first, unless it is for a narrative, for a story moment to show lesser power or to just show the gravity of a situation. But this is neither. It's pairing up units for romance, shipping your favorite ones, or just getting two friends to be together.
The King of Liberation? The Fell King? His name is Nemesis, right? And he was hidden away for over 1,000 years. Wow, That's a really long time all to himself.
Don't you dare.
But that doesn't make him worth admiring, no matter how much I envy him.
You really envy him. You'd like to stay shut away for 1,000 years?
Maybe. Is that a trick question?
God damn it, Bernie.
Hi. Really?
It's some of the only things shipped with functionality. Like, because she's incredibly smart, and it's a waste for her to die so young for the world. True, yeah. From what I understand, she probably will die unless you ship her with certain people only. And how would that feel? To know that unless you go for that one system and you know that one interaction, the character will just die off screen in the credits saying, yep, they lived a fulfilling life for the next year and then died. Or if you did this one ship, they found a way to cure it and she lived a long and prosperous life. It is that tie to the character that people get so attached to in games. Especially just games with good, strong character writing. I'm not going to say that all the characters in Fire Emblem games are strongly written, but a lot of them are memorable. A lot of them are tropes, I'll have you know, but a trope is not a detriment. It is well-worn path in character writing, and that can lead to a lot of familiarity and a lot of just wiggle room on to express them and make them different. That I appreciate, and that I honestly rely on myself as well sometimes. Now, wait, actually, hold on. Since it is the final map, admittedly, since it is the final map, since we are very close to ending the game, should we actually use all of these? In one single unit, all of it. What would happen to that unit? Angelo, let me be entirely upfront then. If we were to give all of those stat boosts to Raphael, of all characters, does that mean he gets the Chalice of Beginnings? Your mission is done. You killed Edelgard. That is true. You got the killing blow. Time for the man to shine. I mean... I guess let's meme it up. He doesn't need drugs or steroids. He doesn't. That's the reason you give them the drugs and the steroids. So much drugs, he will live as long as Life City. Oh, well, that's fucked up, man. I'm laughing, but that's still fucked up. You have absolutely no reason to have charm. None whatsoever. Increases movement by 2. I forgot I had these. This man will sprint into action. More dexterity. More movement. More. Did you feed Bernie 4 golden apples? Why 4 specifically? Oh, 40 charisma. That's why. All right. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, hell yeah. Take that from him. More luck, more dex. More strength. More HP. He needs magic. He needs more charm. Okay, no, I'm gonna draw the line on the magic one. No, we can give that to Lysithea and make her actually what she should have been without getting stats screwed. The speed, though. The forbidden fruits on this slow-ass motherfucker. He awakens to new speed. Now, without backing out just yet... And you get some charm as well. Go to Ignat so we don't see the stats. And now, to Abyss we go. I want to see what the man thinks of the new drugs.
Professor!
Oh, wait.
What do you require?
What do you have to say about Raphael now, dude?
Now let me see. I expect much from this one. Yes, indeed.
He's still not S rank. What the fuck, dude? Your standards are way too high.
Now let me see.
Magic is now
expect much
finally
from this
5-star.
Yes,
Thank
indeed.
God.
Fare thee well.
All right, we're probably just gonna skip to the end. Admittedly, I want to see Raphael let loose. Oh yeah, that's also true. I got to prepare food for extra stats as well. Prepare food. Fod lady? Make a dish with it. I do not know what that is. Is that a +1 to all stats, I assume? Everyone gets max HP, strength, speed, luck, gain defense, res, charm, max HP and strength, dex, speed, and defense for 1, res for 1. I already have one apparently. Azanado treasure fruit. Gain +1 to all stats for the rest of the month. It's the last one. Come on, Anna. Let's make some food.
All right, let's get cracking. Interesting. Say, you're pretty good at this. I'll try extra hard, too. Good deal.
All right. With that, we have quite literally nothing else to do. Do it automatically, game. Go. Nobody's happy now.
I have a question.
Just thinking about how, even now, someone out there is fighting for something. I just can't seem to sit still, even during my breaks. Wish I did at a time like that. Why not?
What a wonderful idea.
That's actually what she wanted to hear, apparently. All right.
Thank you.
Let's get right to work.
All right, this is gonna be fun. How do you like?
I think I already did that. It is in this route. We know about nothing else outside of what plays out in this route, and in this route,
Still a long way to go.
she did all of that. She supported all of it. She stood
Understand more.
right next to all of it and did nothing because nobody was there to say, maybe don't experiment on children. All right. Assuming I don't catastrophically. Actually, hold on. Did I put all that back? I did not. How could we forget? And on moments like this, we will say, go ahead and equip Killer Knuckles. Honestly, one of the best things about this particular route's final boss, it's the fact that the bandit. Every Fire Emblem game starts with a bandit, and 9.9 times out of 10 end with dragons, demons, demon dragons, or evil possessed sorcerers. The game starts and ends with bandits, so it's really neat that way. I heard that as a joke so long ago. I think I mentioned it on stream and in Discord, how I wanted to play this game because I heard that the final boss was a bandit. And I found that fucking fascinating and hilarious. Then I heard the song God Shattering Star that played at the end, and I'm like, what context is the final boss a bandit? accompanied with this fucking orchestraic masterpiece. So I got the game and said, I'm playing the yellow route, the deer route, because that's the route apparently that song plays, and I want to know what is the context behind that entire thing. Bandit God Reb. See, my mind sort of, before I played the game, my mind sort of went, another person, another fallen lord, went on their journey, but the bandit won, took the sword, and became the protagonist of his own story. That's the way I saw it, and honestly, it sounded pretty good. And they're not wrong. That's what makes it the best kind of correct. That's right, you can only wield an iron bow. In which case, alright. Nobody else had anything take... Oh, I guess you technically will want at least one healing item. Probably an elixir. Considering how much HP he actually has. You have enough that you want an elixir. You'd have concoction. You're not a character, not a character, not a character. Concoction already. Not a character, not a character, not a character, not a character. Concoction already. Not a character, not a character. Elixir. You don't have the HP for it, but it's fine. Not a character, not a character. I think we're done. And we are. I guess I don't have one, so I guess let me get an elixir real fast. Alright. This is going to be the end. This is our final team for this. This is actually really good if you use them. True. A lot of characters I understand are very good if you use them. But I only use the characters that chat made for me. Every character in our roster is someone that chat voted would be on the team and gave me the build for them. From their ability to their class mastery to all of it. Oh, that's right. That's right. There's another run. Not for me. Once we're done, we move on to the next game that you guys vote for. You actually had the stats to use it now, so good for you. Actually, a thought just crossed my mind. Raphael is a war master. He is a man among men. He is a legend. He is a war master with 9 movement. God knows why he needs that much. He has 9 movement. And if he wants, with 90 HP, he can heal 45 of it every turn. How much you want to bet Raphael could probably legitimately solo the next map? Like, how much of a bet do you guys want to put that I can deploy only Raphael and the mandatory units and he might actually work it out and win? He has the challenge at the beginning. He will counterattack no matter who hits him. And he has quicker posts, so he always will be the one to double. And if not, we could change him. We do have Armor Knight. We can make him a Fortress Knight if we really want. He would get more HP. He would go down to 7 movement. But he would gain 50. I've never seen a player unit have that over level stat thing where he actually would reach 51. I'm kind of tempted, honestly. He has a strength for it. He's at 47. If we keep him as he is, he has 52. That is true. He's also in the over of it. Or do we make him a fighter? Wait, do I have... Now hear me out on this. What if we make Raphael a commoner? So at the end map, we can actually say a commoner beat Nemesis. A commoner killed a bandit. It's another day in the field, honestly. We would get all... we would lose all class abilities. I'll keep him as he is for right now, but I reserve the right at any moment during the next fight to just say, you know what, let's make him something else. We can reclass, I believe, in the field, so let's skip. We don't need all that time. We're ready. What could possibly go wrong? I saved, right? I'm paranoid right now.
Thanks.
Thanks. Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
Time a quick study.
Yeah, I'm getting it.
I've come too far to stop now.
With the decisive battle ahead, Emblem visited the cemetery.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.
Someone I love. Oh, we get to... Technically we can't, so I guess that's if you pick no one, then Saros, or yeah, Saros is the one that showed. Not Saros, Sothis. But no. If only for the character, I appreciate Dorothea quite a bit. She's just a fun person to have around. Why not? And that's where the player can pick S rank. For the freedom of Fodland. Shambhala has fallen, but a mysterious army has emerged from its ruins, bearing the crest of flames on its banner. Leading this force is Nemesis, the King of Liberation, presumed dead for 1,000 years.